Order by
Okay,
Order by
order
total,
by.
ma'am.
Okay, order by total. So which means it will sort by ascending order. By default, it will sort by ascending order. 1 second, what I'm doing wrong. Okay, total. Okay, let me run this. So it will sort by sort total in ascending order. You can use another attribute here. Suppose if I use M1, it won't sort properly. Only it will select first attribute. What is the first attribute here? It is total. It will sort only by total, but it won't consider M1. See, let's try here. It cannot sort by M1 after sorting in total, right? So I want to do sort by two attributes. How we can do that? So I want to add, I'm going to add one more, what is that, one more attribute. So how can we add one more attribute? Alter table, guys, you there?
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
alter table. So what is a statement? I'm going to add one more column because I want to sort with the two attributes here. So I'm going to add a new column. So table name. Yeah, table name is a student record. Then add
Add
what section. Okay, I'm going to add section where care of okay, character of 3 is fine. Then close this. When I run this, see it is added. Oh, already I have created this. That is why it is, those data are updated here. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, guys, can you
yes,
this
ma'am.
steps? I have added new section. So yesterday, what we have seen, whenever I select that table and then check that table structure, it showed me here, read only mode, right? I noticed it. What is the, why it is showing read only mode in my SQL bench? I have to make any one of that attribute should be unique. Then it will let me update from here. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay, here yesterday we have seen, see, this is read only mode. So what I have done here, I'm take the went to structure. Then if I make this is ABC table, right? If I make this one unique, then apply, then okay, finish. Okay, close this. Then if I take the structure again, it is showing me. Okay, maybe primary key or not now. I don't know.
Refresh.
Yeah, maybe refresh it will work. Okay. Why it is? Okay. Let me close this. Don't save. Then refresh. And then table structure. Again, it is showing me read only mode. I have to change something here. DOB telephone number is a unique. Okay. Apply. Error. What is the error? I haven't added anything, right? The error while applying SQL script in the database. Okay, let me change this to no, I don't want this. Okay, let me apply. Why it is showing me error? This while applying SQL script to the database. Let me take that. I have to change it, not unique. Then it will give. It's letting me to alter from here.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is showing me null value? It is not taking that. Okay, let me delete this first. Okay, select start from ABC. Then let me run this. I want to drop this. So how can do that? Alter. I want to drop that row. Just tell me. Yesterday we have seen this command. How to drop that row? Drop column is you are using alter command. I want to drop this third row, third data. How to how to do that? Delete. Yeah, delete.
First name.
Delete from ABC where name, first name,
First name is
FIR, first name
equal
equal
to
to Peach.
Peach. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me run this. Then I want to see that. Now we can change it. Apply. See, it is accepting. You got it right. So why it is giving me error? When you when you make not null character or unique. If suppose in your table there is a repetition, it won't accept a unique value. Okay, if you are making that already, you are changing it. You are making a changes in the table. How do you change it? If you are making any attribute as a not null constraint, and then if you have to check the table, any of the in this scenario I'm making changes of code should be not null. So already I have declared code, one of the record is record code is null. So I have to delete that, and then then only it is allowing me to update that table structure. Okay, so after that I refresh, then table structure. See, now it is allowing me. I can make anything, telephone number 93 whatever. You got it right. So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
yeah, this is how to graphical interface. You can easily do that, but our intention is whatever you are doing, writing as a query. So then only you will get familiar of that the MySQL language. Okay, so let's don't save. Let's close all those things. I now welcome back to our regular query. What we have done here, I want to sort with two attributes. So I'm going to add a new column. A new column is called a section. So I can easily by writing insert into section, I have to give A, B, C or whatever. So for how to insert a data into particular record or
Yes, ma'am.
particular right. So I don't want to do that now. So directly I am giving that A and then C and then again A again A, again B, and then B. Okay, so apply, then only it will update in the database, finish. Okay, now if I run this again, select star from student record, it will show the section and then appropriate a record with a section. Okay, then now I want to, what is our motto? I want to sort with the two attributes. So how do you do that? So how can we sort it? Order by, using a keyword order by. So select, I want to see name, then section, comma M1, not total, just only few things is enough now, right now. Okay, total, then what is from which table? So student record, STURAC, student record. What I am going to do, I am sorting with order by. This is a keyword, order by first I am sorting with section, okay? Section, comma, M1. What you will
Descending
get,
order.
no, it will sort by ascending order. See how it will work. First, it will take the section, so it will sort this one. So first record will be Robin, and then Dave, and then it will sort with a section A, B, 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 C, C. Okay, after sorting this section, it will Robin score M1 score is 56, and then Dave M1 score is also 56, and then Sandy is 45. So which record will pop up on the first? So Sandy record will be on the top, and then it will Dave and Robin. Then it moves on to B, section B. So it will select this B and then these three. Okay, the fourth record will be 76. It will sort by M1. So 76, 84, 77. So fourth record will be Sam's record. Then 76. Again Sam's record. Okay, we will change this Sam's. I have to update. Then apply, finish. Okay, you know how it works, right? You
Yes,
understand what I mean? Okay, let me run this query. What you will get only name, section, and then mark 1, and then total. So taking these 4 attributes, I want to sort by first section, then mark 1. Okay, let me run that. See, first it's sorted by section AAA, BBB, CCC. So using these 3 records, then it will sort by, let me open here. 1 second, student record. See, guys, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
It's like, okay. So see, this is the student entire record. It will first sort by section. So here it's sort by section, and then within these 3 record, it will sort by mark 1. Okay, then it will again it sort by B, and then within these 3 record, it will sort by M1, and then finally the left record will be displayed. You got it right? So order
Yes,
by.
ma'am.
So we can see, you can use descending order. We will see later. Okay, then move on to already we have seen between class, right? So between how where class, using a where class, there is a key between. Give a range between this and that, or you can use alphabets A to B or whatever. You can take the data in different. You can take the data in different way. So for example, let me go to student record. Here I want to take only Sam, Sandy, and then Paul. How we can do that? Using where class, there is a keyword in. So in within bracket, I can put whatever the record I have to fetch. So just write that and then execute that query. You can get all the details. So let me write that first. Select star from student record. Already it is there. Okay. Then what I'm doing here. One second, guys. That. Name. Right, see there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Then I want to give
Sam, yes, capital, ma'am.
okay. Then I want want to display that Albert. A-L-B-E-R-T, Albert, that's it. And then semicolon, it will display everything. See, it will display Sam, Albert, Dave. Okay, because we have passed that star command, it will, return all the attributes. So I don't want to Sam, Dave, and Albert. What we can do using a not, just or gate and gate, you used it, right? So not the same scenario will apply here. The same logic will apply here. So it will exclude Sam, Dave, Albert, and then rest of the data will be displayed. See, can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then one more thing I'm going to do. I don't want to, in my record, I have two Sams. Imagine I'm going to change this one. I want to only display only one SAM record. So how you can do that? How there is a keyword called distinct name. Okay, let
Only
me
Sam
first.
and Sams are there, ma'am. No two Sams are there.
No, I told you I'm going to change that Sams to Sam. Okay. So Jashwant, what did you say again? Tell me. So in
No,
my
ma'am.
record, I have Sam and Sams. I'm going to change this Sams to Sam. Okay. I'm going to update
Okay,
now.
ma'am. Okay.
So let me delete this, and then I have to apply. Move my cursor, and then apply. Finish. Now, see, I have two Sam, right? So I'm going to, I want only. So how we can? What happened? One second, guys.
In
Yeah.
select star, you given colon, ma'am.
Select. No, I'm not touching this. I know that I'm going to use different statement. 1 second, guys. I have an important message. I have to reply for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Hold
Okay, ma'am.
on. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm not going to use this var class. I'm going to use a statement SC select distinct DISTINC spelling correct. Yeah, distinct name, attribute name from which one? From student record. STUD or is. So if I run this query, what you will get? Anyone?
Two Sams instead of.
No, it will exclude that duplication. If there is a 2 SAM or 3 SAM, it won't, it will only return the name only once. Okay, that is a distinct. So
How
only
come it
one
will
time.
differentiate, ma'am, with respect to?
No. It is not. It won't update in the database. It will show you.
Okay, ma'am.
Sometimes.
Okay, ma'am.
Sometimes imagine the customer. We purchase. I purchase today once, and then last week I bought something, and then this week, next week I'm going to purchase something. In the orders record, I have 3 times, right? So my name will be appeared in 3 times in orders record. Okay, imagine this way. So
Yes, ma'am.
whenever I'm going to, I want to see that 1 month record. Okay, this customer, how many times he purchased. So that time I don't want to display Sujata all the time, right? So I want to use a distinct name. So that is that in those places we will use this command. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
you understand, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we're gonna see some of the using a var class, some of the conditions. So we yesterday we simply see that var display the name or whatever. Now I'm going to use with the and command or keyword, and then greater than or less than or equal to. We will see that, right? Okay, now select the star from student record where very simple logic. Name equal to, you can say any name. So Sandy. Sandy means it will throw that Sandy's entire detail because we passed here start. Okay, so if we will get only Sandy's record. So I don't want to do that. I want to do Sandy. Okay, one more thing, I'll explain this. Here we have two Sams, right? So, okay, I want to use AND operation. So, AND logic. What is a AND logic? In generally, the number conversion you have learned that AND. What is a AND logic?
It will add 2 also.
Anyone? Huh? Okay, here my and means it should execute both condition. For example, I am giving name equal to ABC, and then I'm using a keyword and then passing some other parameter, which is date of birth equal to 2002 or 12. So if both come stay condition is true, then only we will get that result, right? So that is a AND operation. So you know that, right? So AND operation, when you
Yes, ma'am.
apply AND, then you imagine that truth table. So AND operation means you have to pass all the inputs should be high, then only you will get the result, right? The same thing here.
Yes, ma'am.
For in this table we have two SAM. Okay, so I'm going to use AND operation SAM, then it will execute, it will satisfy date of birth DOB equal to 2002 and then 12. So what will happen? It will select first name of that attribute Sam. Okay, we have two Sams, but here there is a AND operation, so it will check that condition. So the date of birth equal to this date, then only it will display all the the record detail. Okay, let me run that. There is a there is error. What is that? Anything wrong? Where okay, there is a semicolon here. Okay, so because if where name equal to, if I put semicolon here, this is not a statement, this is this is not separate statement. I have to use select statement, and in that select statement only inside I can use var class. Okay, so that is why whenever I put semicolon here, it will throw me the cross error mark. Okay, let me run this. It will give only the SAM, and then it will satisfy these two conditions. Okay, suppose if I use OR operation, then any one condition, any one of the input is high, then you will get the result. In this query, what will happen? Okay, it will fetch SAM or date of birth. Okay, let me take that one more thing. Here equal to this date. Okay, let me change here all but date is equal to 02. 02 and then 12. Guys, you know what I'm doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what are my constraint, my condition, either name should be Sam or date of birth should be this. If any one condition is true, I want to display that entire record. Okay, so let me run this query. See, I will get, oh, Sam, and then did I update this? All that. See, I haven't updated that. What happened? Okay. Oh, I have to update from here. Maybe yes. It is updated, right? Then why it is not letting me to refresh? And okay, now I'm applying that. Oh, 2000. Shit. You know, tab off, applying, finish. Then refresh. Okay, now it will, guys, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what I have done before I just assigned the year equal to 2004. Our constraint is only 2000. Okay, so I just passed that one and then let me run this query. We will get three data, right? So either name is Sam or date of birth should be equal to this condition. Okay, so you got it right using and or. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, I want to, fetch that data, some null value. So, here there is a null value. Let me change it here. I'm going to use ABC. Here we have all the data. Okay, let me here that in our student record. Is this student record? Okay, yeah. Select start from student record. UD or is. If I run this, we have null value. Okay, so I want to fetch this record. So how we can do that? Select start from student record where total equal to null. Total equal to null. Okay, let me run this. It will display that Dave's record. Okay, why it is not showing me that record? It is null, right?
Yes, ma'am. Wrong.
Maybe did I anything wrong? Because if we delete this, it won't accept that. Okay, let me create here one more thing. 1 second. 26. Then name number is 145. Name is null, and then 2005, and then 01, 12, then 23, 35, 56. 78. Okay, let me apply here. What happens, I will tell you. You know what? Before we calculated the total, then manually we deleted that record. It is which is not. It is like a empty. It is not a null value. So here we intentionally we moved it. So it will trigger in this record. So in this record, name is we haven't entered anything, which means it is a null value. Okay. So here it is in this record it is showing as showing null, but actually when in the database it is not null. So that is why it is not when I run this query it is not return that value. Okay, let me change this name equal to null and run this query. You will get again no. It should display something here. Let me check this. Yes. I forgot, keep on forgetting his name is null, not name equal to null. Okay. See,
Okay, ma'am.
we got it right. Okay, let
Oh.
me change total. It should not display that. I have tested that name equal to total equal to null. Okay, again it is taking it. Okay, honestly speaking, before when I tried that, manually, if you delete that one, it sometimes it won't show you that it is not null. One second, let me do that. Oh, when it's maybe in the structure we mentioned it, not null. I don't know. Okay, I will explain later. Okay, there is a
Okay, ma'am.
scenario that when you after passing that data, if you manually delete that, there is a condition. If you delete this one, it will show only empty. So that time, if you pass that null value, it won't select that record. So let me work out today, and then I will tell you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, the next one is, greater than and then less than. Let me check. Select start from student record. Let me run that. Okay, I want to display that date of birth is greater than 2003. So how do you do that? Select start from student record where date of birth, DOB, is greater than 2003. 2003 0101. Okay, let if I run this query, what you will get, you will get this, and then this record as well, because it is not less than month, right? It is November, so it will display this record and then this there. Let me run this. Why it is executing everything? Okay, because I haven't passed
Yes.
that. You got it right. So for data type, always you have to use with a single quote, either single quote or double quote. Otherwise, it will display entire record. Okay. So date of birth is
Okay,
greater
ma'am.
than 2003, and then January 1st, it will show. Okay, I want to, for example, if I pass that 1123, what will happen? It won't it won't display this, because we are not using that greater than or equal to sign, right? See, that data will be excluded. Whose record? See, that Dave's record is excluded, because we pass that condition only greater than. So if I use greater than or equal to, so definitely we will get that Dave's record. See, we got it right. So okay, now move on to less than or equal to. So less than means
Yes, ma'am.
it will display whoever born before this date. Okay, so it will display that theirs record only. See, we got it. Okay, the same way, less than or equal to also, if you pass that exact command, it will display. Okay, now I'm passing that less than or equal to. We will get this record or not, guys? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. See, we got it, right? Everyone should familiar about less than and less than or equal to or whatever. Okay, next thing is, I want to insert create a table. So the table has only three rows, and then some other records are there, maybe three records are there. I want to copy all those record and then paste into new record. So we will do that. Okay, let me show here branch one. So here I have created four two records of four columns. Okay, so branch two, nothing is there, but what is the only one condition, that columns should be identical. Okay, columns should be same, then only I can move all the records from here to there. Okay, what is that query? You know what I mean, what I'm saying it. So branch one, I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
certain records. I want to fetch all those records, and then it's like a copy and paste. So how do you do that? First, excuse me, insert into branch. No, branch 2. So what I'm doing it, I'm inserting something into branch 2. how we can insert it. Select select star from branch 1. Branch 1. Okay, then there is a condition. I'm giving condition. Why we are doing that? Branch 1. Okay, whoever makes gross salary is greater than 30, I want to take that detail and then paste into here. Okay, you got understand that? Where gross salary,
Yes, ma'am.
gross. Okay, in general, what is what is gross salary, what is net salary? You know that, right? What is the meaning of gross salary, and then net salary? Other, this is basic thing. If you don't know, I can, I can explain.
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, gross salary means, for example, if I, you get an appointment, they will say me, oh, your salary is, 10,000 rupees or whatever. So that is a gross salary. So net salary means after that, after I join, I may, the school may deduct PF, and then if I buy loan, something, everything will be deducted. Finally, the school, they will, PI, or some many loans, and then many fund transaction. If I put insurance, okay, insurance, so those things, everything will be deducted. Finally, I'll get only 2,000 rupees. That is a net salary. Okay. Okay, this is a general thing.
Okay, ma'am.
So in basically the school, they will give me provident PF. PF means for monthly I will pay 100 rupees, or imagine for
Provident fund.
500 rupees. Yeah, they will, government or institution, private institution, they will give me 500 rupees. It will accumulate whenever I resign from school, or whenever I get retirement, they will give me bulk amount. Okay, so that is one thing. Then I'm availing loan for my home mortgage, so that will automatically deducted by bank, right? So they will they will take amount from my account. So everything, the provident fund, maybe I'm using after pension. So a pension, I am putting some amount, okay, 2,100 rupees or something. Then government will give me some other amount. Okay, everything will be deducted. Final amount of every month, how much I get, that is called a net pay. Okay. Okay, now I'm checking where gross salary
Okay,
is
ma'am.
greater than 30,000, means you select all the details and then insert into branch 2. So this is a condition. Let's try that. Okay, before that, let me check branch. Nothing is there. Okay, so branch 1, I have 2 records that Peter has gross salary is greater 30,000. 30,000. I have to move that equal to. Otherwise, I don't get any records. Okay. So let me run this query. Okay, it is done. Then I'm going to view that branch 2, select star from branch 2. Let me run that query. See, it is appended. You got it? See, branch
Yes, ma'am.
1. Okay, you understand this, guys? First, what we are
Yes,
doing,
ma'am.
insert into branch 2, insert into some other table. So how do you, what you gonna insert? In selecting star from branch 1, you can pass that some keywords. I want only name, and then, or net salary, or gross salary, you can pass anything here from some other different table, and then using some other condition, using a where class. Gross salary, if gross salary is greater than 30,000, means select all the columns and then insert into branch 2. Okay, you go reverse, you will understand what is the meaning of this query. Okay, so when you view that branch,
Yes, ma'am.
it is updated, so our query is correct. Okay, next one is okay, if you want to here, what I'm doing, I'm selecting that table structure, and what are the tables are there, and then structure of the table. I don't want to do that. I want to write a query. So how we can, write a query, describe. So that keyword called describe. So you can simply DESC, describe. I want to describe ABC. Okay, if I pass this query, what will happen? It will show me that structure of that table. Okay, let me run this. Okay, see it gives whatever the data, or we always do that, select star from whatever, right? So it will here describe a table means it will update whatever you have written. It will show on the console panel, or how do you say that, how do you call that? I always call console resultant panel or console panel. So same as a PyCharm. Okay, so this is the another command. Okay, if we can do some other calculations, if you want to show that current date, you can do that. Select current date. That is a current date option tooltip is there. Then run that query. It will show you current date. What is the date today? So 29th
26
of
January.
29th,
Yes.
29th of October. Okay, so I want to calculate something. 3 dot 4 dot whatever into 4 into 6. Okay, I shouldn't pass this. Okay, so I want to calculate this, how it will display here. That is here current date. Instead of current date, it will put that condition. So how you calculate, and then in the record place it will display the result. Let me run this query. See, so what you have done, what you passed here, it will act as a attribute, and then it will return that value. Okay, okay, then I want to guys, you got it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there is so many commands here you can use. Later you can check. Select current date. You saw that, right? Current date. There's a Tuesday. Come on, you go away. Current time, current timestamp, you can run all those things. Okay, later you will try. Whenever you get a machine, you will try that. Okay, then let's move on to
Okay, ma'am.
let me open that student's record. I'll show something. Here I put total, right? So I want to change that name. In a runtime, I want to display something different. So I can use alias name. So for example, this is a total. I want, when runtime, I want to display that student total, marks total or whatever. Okay, I want to display that. How do you do write it? Select this one. For example, I'm using name, comma, section, comma, total as. I can use any word, student total, or just give me any name, nice name instead of total. Guys, sum. Okay, sum from student record. Okay, table name is correct. Okay, then let me run that. See, sum. I put here sum, that is my sum. Okay. When I run this query, it will display only runtime. It won't affect in the database. Okay, so main thing, alias name won't affect that database. So only it will display only in the runtime. So let me run here. Select star from student record. Let me run this. You will see that it won't affect it. Okay, you got it? So when you use alias name,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
will display only runtime. Okay, yeah, keep it in your mind, because in the question they will ask, they will give you table, and then they will check that condition. Okay, display like when I use alias name, and they will sometimes they will ask, alias name affected database or something. Okay, so you have to mark it down, or I don't know how to keep it in your mind. Okay. Then let's move on to condition based on list. Okay, we have studied that. Oh, already I explained it, right? In, not in, right? Okay, let's
Ma'am,
try
10,
with
10 o'clock, ma'am.
10 o'clock. Okay, guys. So far you guys fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Okay, we will resume tomorrow.